For this recipe, we are using 1 pound of 80 by 20 ground beef, meaning 80% meat, 20% fat. To the beef, add in 2 cloves of garlic, minced, followed by half a size medium onion, finely diced, 1 tablespoon of low sodium soy sauce, kosher salt, and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Then mix it all in until all the ingredients have been evenly incorporated. To make the burgers, we're going to create 4 large meatballs, just like so. Then with the palm of your hands, flatten them out as thick or as thin as you like. Now set your air fryer to 375 degrees and preheat for 3 minutes. After your air fryer basket has been preheated, place the burgers in. Air fry them at 375 degrees for 8 minutes, 4 minutes per side. Meanwhile, let's make my secret burger sauce. In a small mixing bowl, add in 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of mayo, 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard, 1 tablespoon of sweet relish, 1/8 of a teaspoon of paprika, 1/8 of a teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. Then mix it all in until evenly incorporated. Set the sauce aside until needed, and after the first 4 minutes, flip them over and continue air frying for another 4 minutes. And after the burgers have been fully cooked, I like to add a piece of American cheese and air fry that for 20 seconds. To get the bread toasted, place the wire rack that came with your air fryer into the basket. Then air fry the bread at 375 for 1 minute. Now let's put together the burger the proper way. Lettuce goes first on a toasted bun, followed by a few slices of thinly sliced onion. Place a cheeseburger on top. Then top it off with a slice of tomato and pickles. Add the sauce to the top part of the bun. There you guys have it, air fryer cheeseburgers. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. For this recipe, we're using 4 russet potatoes. To begin, rinse the potatoes under cold water and pat them dry with paper towels. Then either add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil or, as I'm doing here, add a little bit of cooking spray. Massage the potatoes and get them covered with the oil. Now, place your potatoes in your air fryer basket. Air fry them at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. And after 45 minutes, your potatoes should be fully cooked. Cooked potatoes' internal temperature should be 205 degrees. That's one way to guarantee that your potatoes are fully cooked. Then, while the potatoes are still hot, with a paring knife, cut the top part just like so. With a spoon, scoop out the potatoes and transfer into a bowl. The potatoes are soft and tender. It is really easy to get them out of the skin. Repeat the same process with the rest of the potatoes. Then add in 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 green onions sliced or scallions, half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese, kosher salt to taste, about half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper or to taste. Go ahead and mash the potatoes until all the ingredients have been evenly incorporated. This is the perfect time to taste and adjust salt and pepper to your liking. Oh, and I almost forgot, a little bit of cayenne pepper. Then add half a cup of heavy cream, followed by 1 egg yolk. I like adding the egg yolk last so we don't end up with scrambled eggs. Mix until evenly incorporated, you know the drill. Now place the top of the potatoes that we cut off at the bottom of each potato. This would provide support and also will give you the illusion of the potatoes being taller. Now transfer the potatoes back into the skins and spread them evenly. Then I like to go around with a fork just to give them a rugged look, but that's just a personal preference. Right before they go back into the air fryer, we are sprinkling smoked paprika. We are also brushing them with melted butter. Place the potatoes back into the air fryer basket. Now air fry at 400 degrees for about 6 to 7 minutes or until golden brown. And if everything goes according to plan, your air fryer twice baked potatoes should look like this. There you guys have it, air fryer twice baked potatoes. Enjoy! Buen provecho! Thanks for watching! To begin, in a frying pan over medium-high heat, add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then add in 4 baby bella mushrooms sliced, followed by half a medium-sized onion diced, half a green bell pepper diced, half a red bell pepper diced as well. Season with a pinch of kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Now saute the vegetables for about 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, get them off the heat and set them aside. For this recipe, we are using 4 skinless and boneless chicken breasts. With a sharp knife, go ahead and butterfly them open, just like so. Once they have been butterflied open, transfer them into a mixing bowl. Then add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil, followed by 4 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning. We are using 4 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning, 1 teaspoon per chicken breast. Go ahead and toss the chicken in the seasoning. Toss the chicken until evenly coated. Even though we are using Cajun seasoning for this recipe, you don't have to. You may use any kind of seasoning that you prefer. Now open up the chicken breast and place a couple of tablespoons onto the chicken. Then top it off with some shredded pepper jack cheese. Go ahead and close the chicken breast just like so. And to ensure that the chicken breasts do not open up, we're going to go around with toothpicks and shut them close. Repeat the same process with the rest of the chicken breast. Now set your air fryer to 360 degrees and preheat for 3 minutes. After your air fryer has been preheated, pull the basket out. Place 2 chicken breasts in the preheated basket. Then place 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter on each. Now air fry at 360 degrees for 18 minutes or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. Repeat the same process with the rest of the chicken breast by placing them in the basket, placing the butter on top, and air fry at 360 for 18 minutes or the internal temperature has reached 165 degrees. Let them rest for about 5 minutes. Oh, and one more thing. Do not eat the toothpicks. Please remove the toothpicks before serving. You may garnish with fresh Italian parsley if you like. There you guys have it, air fryer stuffed chicken breast. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. To begin, in a mixing bowl, add in 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons of regular soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper or to taste, and a pinch of kosher salt. Mix all the ingredients until evenly incorporated. For this recipe, we're using 4 boneless, skin-on salmon fillets. Place the salmon in the marinade. Ensure that the salmon is covered in the marinade. We want the salmon to soak up all the flavors. Cover and keep in the fridge and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes. Now I am adding a couple of pieces of aluminum foil to the bottom of my air fryer basket. Since all air fryer baskets are not created equal, the aluminum foil is going to help you capture the amazing honey glaze sauce left at the bottom. Then place 4 pieces of sliced lemon at the bottom. Place the salmon on top of the lemon. And pour in the rest of the marinade into the air fryer basket. Now, air fry at 390 degrees for 12 minutes or until the internal temperature has reached 145 degrees. Now, place the salmon onto a plate or a platter and pour the juices over. You may garnish with fresh dill if you like. There you guys have it, air fryer honey glazed salmon. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. To make this air fryer whole chicken, we're gonna start by making a marinade. In a small mixing bowl, add in 4 cloves of garlic minced, the juice of 1 full lemon, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of cumin, 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper both to taste, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Now we give it a whisk. We are using a 5.5 pounds small chicken. which I already cleaned and rinsed under cold water and vinegar. Pour the marinade over the chicken. And we are rubbing the marinade inside and out of the chicken, all over this chicken. Very gently stuff some of the marinade under the chicken skin. That would ensure full flavor not just on the skin but all throughout the chicken. Now in your air fryer, place the chicken breast side down. Set your air fryer to 390 degrees and set the timer to 1 hour and press start. And halfway through the cooking time, get the chicken out. Then flip the chicken upside down and lay it on its back and let it cook for another 30 minutes. And if everything goes according to plan, your air fryer whole chicken should look like this. And just for argument's sake, let's make sure that the chicken has cooked all the way through, which it has. Let it rest for a few minutes before digging in. By air frying the chicken, we'd end up with a crispy skin and oh, so juicy. And there you guys have it, air fryer whole chicken. Enjoy. Buen provecho. Thanks for watching. To begin, we're using a medium-sized onion and we're going to cut it into chunks. Then we are pressing 2 cloves of garlic, or you can also mince them. Fresh Italian parsley for color and flavor. Corn on the cob, we are using half of it and we're going to cut it into 1-inch pieces. 1 Italian spicy sausage. One red potato, and we are cutting the potato into thin slices. It needs to be cut into thin slices for the potato to cook along with the shrimp. Eight jumbo shrimp, clean and deveined. Now in a mixing bowl, add in the potatoes, corn on the cob, half of the medium-sized onion, the clean shrimp, pressed or minced garlic, spicy Italian sausage, 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, a splash of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of Italian parsley. Mix until everything has been coated in the Cajun seasoning. Then transfer onto aluminum foil. We're going to close it up just like so. Then we're going to use another piece of aluminum foil and cover it up because we want to trap the heat. Whoa, wait a minute. I forgot an ingredient, a very important ingredient. Let's back up a minute. And the last ingredient, the almost forgotten ingredient, 1 tablespoon of salted butter. Now we can close this thing up. Set the temperature in your air fryer to 450 degrees and set the time to 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, if everything goes according to plan, your air fryer Cajun shrimp boil should look like this. There you guys have it, air fryer Cajun shrimp boil. Enjoy, buen provecho, thanks for watching, see you guys next time. To make lemon pepper wet, we are using 3 pounds of chicken wings. Sometimes they do come separated, but if they're not, go ahead and separate them just like so. Cut them into 3 individual pieces at the joint. Some people like saving the wing tip to make chicken stock, which is always an option. We want these wings to be extra crispy, and to achieve that, we need to dry them individually. With paper towel, go ahead and dry each one of them. After the wings are nice and dry, transfer into a large mixing bowl. Then add in 3 teaspoons of baking powder. The baking powder is going to make them really crispy. Add in 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Give that a toss until everything is evenly coated. Now, add a splash of extra virgin olive oil. Give it a toss. We are using the Ninja 5.5 quart air fryer. Place into the basket the crisper plate. We are cooking the wings for a total time of 22 minutes. Set your air fryer to 390 degrees for a total time of 25 minutes. The additional 3 minutes is just to warm up the air fryer. Once it reads 22 minutes, pull the basket out. As soon as you pull the basket out, the timer in the air fryer would be paused. Place the wings into the basket in a single layer. Do this in batches. For 3 pounds of chicken wings, you will need to do 2 batches. And half-time through the cooking process, go ahead and flip them so they cook evenly. Place them back in, and in another 10 minutes, we would have fully cooked chicken wings. The chicken wings are done. Now place into a large mixing bowl. In a small mixing bowl, we have 5 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. To the butter, add in 3 teaspoons of lemon pepper seasoning. Mix it all in. Now, go ahead and pour over the chicken wings. Toss it all in until every piece of chicken wing is coated in the lemon pepper seasoning sauce. You may go ahead and transfer into a serving platter, and I always like to finish them off with a sprinkle of lemon pepper seasoning. There you guys have it, lemon pepper wet. Enjoy! Buen provecho! Thanks for watching! For this recipe, we are using New York strip steaks. Using paper towels, remove most of the moisture. Then season with salt and pepper to taste on both sides. After the steaks have been seasoned with salt and pepper, add a splash of olive oil on each side. With your fingers, rub the olive oil in. Make sure to get the sides as well. Let them sit on the counter for at least 20 to 30 minutes. By doing so, we are bringing the steak to room temperature. By having the meat at room temperature, it will cook better and it will not toughen up. And while the steaks are resting, let's make a chimichurri sauce. In a food processor, add in a bunch of cilantro and a bunch of Italian parsley. If you don't like cilantro, just do 2 bunches of parsley. Add in 5 cloves of garlic. Half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, and about half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Now pulse the chimichurri sauce until smooth. Once the chimichurri sauce has been processed, transfer into an airtight container and you may keep in the fridge for when needed. Now preheat your air fryer basket at 400 degrees for about 5 minutes. Spray the bottom of the basket with olive oil. Place the steaks in the preheated basket, 2 at a time. Now air fry at 400 degrees for 6 minutes. And after 6 minutes, remove the basket and flip them over. Then place 1 tablespoon of butter on each. Then continue air frying at 400 degrees for another 6 minutes. For a total time of 12 minutes, we'll have perfectly cooked medium rare steak. For medium rare, the internal temperature should be 135 degrees. Then remove from the air fryer basket and let them sit for at least 5 minutes before digging in. Now for a medium well steak, follow the same process. Place the steaks in the basket. Then air fry them at 400 degrees for 7 minutes. And after 7 minutes, remove the basket and flip them over. Place 1 tablespoon of butter on each. And continue air frying at 400 degrees for another 8 minutes. And after 8 minutes, remove from the basket and place on a plate and let them rest for at least 5 minutes. Once the steak has rested, all we have to do is to slice it up. First, this is the medium rare, nice and bloody, the way we like it. And this is the medium well, just in case you don't like your steak bloody. It may not be bloody, but it's still juicy. Now, top off the steak with the amazing chimichurri sauce, and I think now you are ready to eat. There you guys have it, air fryer steak, juicy and tender. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. To begin, in a food processor, add in half a green bell pepper, half a red bell pepper, 1 small onion, 6 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a handful of fresh Italian parsley. Then process until thoroughly combined. Process for a few minutes until it looks like this. Now, in a large mixing bowl, add in 2 pounds of ground beef, 85 by 15, meaning 85% meat, 15% fat. Then add in the sofrito that we just created. Yeah, that's right, sofrito. 1/3 of a cup of Italian breadcrumbs, 1/4 of a cup of freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano, 1 large egg. Now, with clean hands, mix everything together until evenly incorporated. Oh, and I almost forgot, about 1 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Mix in the black pepper for one final time of mixing, and do not worry about overmixing, you'll be fine. No worries. Now, use an ice cream scoop to scoop out your meatballs and place on a large tray. And then, with your hands, shape into meatballs. Now, set your air fryer to 390 degrees and we're preheating for 3 minutes before we place the meatballs in. Set your timer to 18 minutes, 3 minutes of preheating time and 15 minutes of cooking time. Once the timer reaches 15 minutes, pull the basket out and the timer should automatically pause. Now place your meatballs in the basket, and we're doing this in batches. And after 15 minutes, your meatballs would look like this. There you guys have it, air fryer meatballs. Enjoy, buen provecho. Thanks for watching. To begin, in a mortar, add in 10 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of oregano, and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Then we are going to smash it until it turns into a paste. Just like so. we are air frying 2 tilapias which have already been cleaned and scaled. Now, with paper towels, make sure to remove any excess moisture. Then, we're scoring the fish by cutting shallow slits all across the fish. This helps the flavors penetrate the meat much better. Score the fish on both sides. Now we are seasoning the fish with the garlic oregano paste that we have created. We are seasoning the fish from the inside by stuffing in every single cut the marinade. Then we need 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Season the flour with a pinch of salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Go ahead and mix that in. Now lightly coat the fish with the seasoned flour. Place them into the air fryer basket. Then spray them a little bit with vegetable oil. It is time to air fry these guys. Set your air fryer to 390 degrees. And we're going to air fry them for 40 minutes. And after 20 minutes, get them out and flip them over. Continue cooking for another 20 minutes. And after 40 minutes of total cooking time, your air fryer whole fish should look like this. And to finish them off, squeeze half a lemon juice. There you guys have it, air fryer whole fish. Enjoy. Buen provecho. Thanks for watching. In a small food processor, add in 5 cloves of garlic, half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of salt, about half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 2 rosemary sprigs without the stems, 4 sprigs of fresh thyme without the stems as well, the juice of 1 full lemon, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then process all the ingredients for a minute or so, or until it looks like this. For this recipe, we are using 2 turkey legs. Pour the marinade over the legs. I tested this recipe twice before recording this video, and what I realized is that by scoring the legs with a sharp knife, it will give you the most flavor. Being that said, score the legs 6 times, 3 times on each side. Then go in with your fingers and make sure that the marinade is in and out of those turkey legs. Now refrigerate and let it marinate for 1 hour. And after 1 hour, set your air fryer to 390 degrees. Set the time to 33 minutes. 3 minutes are for preheating time. The total cooking time is 30 minutes, 15 minutes per side. After the air fryer basket has been preheated, place the legs inside the basket. Air fryer at 390 degrees for the first 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, pull the air fryer basket out and flip the turkey legs over. Continue air frying for another 15 minutes. And if everything goes according to plan, your air fryer turkey legs should look like this. The internal temperature should be 180 degrees. Let them rest for a few minutes before digging in. There you guys have it, air fryer turkey legs. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. For this recipe, we are using 2 pounds of pork belly. To the pork belly, add in 2 full lemon juice and 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now keep in the fridge and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes. Before preheating the air fryer, remove the crisper plate from the basket. And after 30 minutes, set your air fryer to 390 degrees. Set the time to 48 minutes. 3 minutes are of preheating time. Total cooking time is 45 minutes. Once the air fryer has preheated, pull the basket out. Place your pork belly inside the basket and make sure that the skin is facing down. 40 minutes later, pull the basket out. Flip the chicharrones upside down so the skin can get nice and crispy for the last 5 minutes. Insert the air fryer basket back into the air fryer and let them air fry skin side up for the last 5 minutes. And after a total time of 45 minutes, you should have perfectly cooked chicharrones or pork crackling. There you guys have it, air fryer pork crackling or chicharrones. Enjoy, buen provecho. Thanks for watching. For this recipe, we are using 4 lobster tails and they are about 4 ounces each. To begin, cut the top of the shell, stopping at the tail. Then flip it upside down and with your fingers crack the rib cage of the tail, and this is going to help you open up the shell. Now open up the shell to expose the meat, and if you see a vein, go ahead and remove it. Lift up the meat from the shell, keeping it attached at the end. As you expose the meat, close the shell underneath and rest the meat on top. Now, in a small mixing bowl, add in 4 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of fresh parsley. Let's give that a quick mix. Add in about 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. Go ahead and incorporate the lemon juice into our garlic butter. Now brush the lobster tails with the garlic butter. Season with freshly ground black pepper to taste. And about 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Then place them into your air fryer basket. Air fry them at 400 degrees for about 5 minutes or until cooked through. And after air frying at 400 degrees for 5 minutes, the internal temperature should be between 140 to 145 degrees. You may garnish with fresh Italian parsley. There you guys have it, air fryer lobster tails. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. To begin, let's make a marinade. In a large mixing bowl, add in the juice of 1 full lemon, followed by 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, half a teaspoon of dried cilantro leaves, kosher salt, and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Then whisk to incorporate. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Now, add in 1 pound of skinless, boneless chicken breast cut into large chunks, followed by 3 bell peppers. We're using green, red, and yellow, cut up into pretty large chunks as well. Last but not least, 1 large red onion. Now toss and ensure that the veggies and the chicken are coated in the marinade. Now cover and transfer to the fridge and let it marinate for at least 1 hour. Meanwhile, the bamboo skewers that we're using don't quite fit into the air fryer, so let's fix that. It looks like we have to cut about ½ an inch off. This recipe makes 8 chicken kebabs, so let's go ahead and get 8 bamboo skewers ready. Cut them off just like so they're all the same length. Then transfer them into a large container and soak them in cold water. By soaking them in water for at least 20 minutes will prevent them from cooking with the food. Now prep the kebabs by inserting the bamboo skewers through the chicken and the veggies just like so. Now set your air fryer temperature to 400 degrees and 12 minutes and preheat the air fryer basket for 3 minutes. Once your air fryer has been preheated, transfer them into the air fryer basket. Also, place them into the air fryer basket in a single layer. We are going to air fry them in batches so they cook properly. Air fry them at 400 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. And halfway through the cooking time, get them out and flip them over. Continue air frying for the remaining time. If you're interested in the air fryer that we are using today, check out the link in the description box down below. And if everything goes according to plan, your air fryer chicken kebabs will look like this. There you guys have it, air fryer chicken kebabs. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. To begin, in a skillet over medium-high heat, add in 1 pound of lean ground beef. Sauté the beef for a few minutes until it changes to brown. Then add in 1 small onion diced. Saute the onion for a couple of minutes or until it becomes translucent. Add in 3 cloves of garlic minced. Saute the garlic for about 1 minute or so. Then add in 1 teaspoon of salt, about half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper or to taste, 1 teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of paprika. Go ahead and toss that in and saute for a couple of minutes. Then add in half a cup of green bell pepper diced, half a cup of red bell pepper diced as well, a quarter of a cup of fresh Italian parsley. Go ahead and incorporate the peppers and the Italian parsley in. If you like green olives at this point, you can go ahead and add some green olives. However, in my house, someone hates green olives, so I'm not putting them in. Then add in 1 cup of water, followed by 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Ensure that the tomato paste gets dissolved in the water. Now reduce the heat to medium-low and continue simmering for about 20 minutes. And after simmering for 20 minutes, taste and adjust salt and pepper to your liking. The ground beef is fully cooked. It is time to start assembling the empanadas. For the empanadas, we are using a packet of empanada discs. They come in a package just like this, and you can find them in most grocery stores in the Latino frozen section. And for those of you who do not have a Latino grocery store nearby, I will have a link in the description box down below so you can get them online. To each empanada disc, we are adding about 2 tablespoons of the ground beef. We're also adding shredded cheddar cheese, but the cheese is optional. You don't have to if you're not into cheese. To close the empanada, you fold it over just like so. And to ensure that the empanadas do not open up, with a fork, go around the edge just like so. Let me show you one more time. Place an empanada disc on your countertop. Then add in 2 tablespoons of the ground meat, followed by some shredded cheddar cheese. Actually, any cheese would work here if you're into cheese, or no cheese at all, up to you. Close the empanada by folding it over. Then with a fork, go around the edge. So easy to do, anyone can do it. Now in a small mixing bowl, add in the egg white of 1 large egg, followed by 1 tablespoon of water. Give that a whisk. Now brush each empanada with the egg wash on both sides. Then spray the inside of your air fryer basket with non-stick cooking spray. Place your empanadas into the basket. I am doing 3 empanadas at a time. However, if your air fryer basket is bigger, you can do more, of course. Now set your air fryer temperature to 325 degrees. And set the time to 15 minutes. Go ahead and press start. And after 8 minutes, pull the air fryer basket out and flip them over. After you have flipped them over, continue air frying for the remaining time. And after 15 minutes of total cooking time, your air fryer empanadas should look like this. There you guys have it, air fryer beef empanadas. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching.